Flem Studios in sunny Southern California. This is the Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL edition. Your host, Lorenzo Big Flem Fleming.
Hey folks, what's going on? This is your host Lorenzo Big Flem Fleming coming to you once again for another episode of Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL Edition 2020 for week number 8 of the NFL season here on Big Flem Radio and TV. Well folks, I hope you had a good time last night trick-or-treating. And like I say, I hope your kids had a good time. I hope they had a lot of candy. And I hope you guys practice, social distancing and wearing your mask and make sure you use your hand sanitizer. Make sure you check the candy. Make sure nobody put anything in the candy to hurt the kids. And also definitely wash your hands as well. And also I hope you guys didn't forget to set your clocks back 1 hour last night. 'Cause we're back into standard time now. But like I said, you probably already figured that out if you didn't set it back last night. So, alright, without further ado, let's recap last week's stats, shall we? Alright, last week, for week 7, we were 9-4. With an overall win after 7 weeks, our overall stats are 60 wins, 24 losses, and 1 tie, with a 71% winning percentage. Still doing good. But we lost our Pigskin Pick of the Week game last week, so now we're at 2-2 at 500, so we need to do better. Alright, so now let's go ahead and start with our picks for week number 8. Like I said, we're just about halfway through the NFL season. So let's get right to it, folks. Alright, our Thursday night matchup, we started off with the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Pathetic Panthers in the rematch of the NFC South division. Like I said, the Falcons managed to hold on and win for their second win of the season. And like I said, that's all I'm going to say about that. Alright, now moving on. Alright, our next picks, we have the New England Patriots traveling to Buffalo to take on the Buffalo Bills in the key AFC East matchup. Normally, New England would be a dominant in this game, but since Tom Brady left, and so far New England is kind of struggling at 2-4, I'm going to give this one to Buffalo, and Buffalo is also doing good this year, so right now Buffalo's the favorite in the AFC East now. So we picked the Buffalo Bills over New England Patriots. Alright, our next matchup, we have the Tennessee Titans traveling to Cincinnati, to Queen City, to take on the Cincinnati Bengals, aka the Bungles. Like so, Joe Burrow is still getting his growing pains as a rookie quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, aka the Bungles. And like I said, their quarterback for Tennessee, he's doing pretty good, so I'm going to go against the grain on this, and we're going to pick the Bengals over the Titans as the Pigskin Pick of the Week. Normally I would pick Tennessee, but I'll go against the grain this week. Sorry, Tennessee fans. Alright, our next pick, we have another AFC matchup where we have the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns. Like I say, both teams are doing pretty good so far this season, and Baker Mayfield has been kind of up and down this year, as well as Derek Carr for the Las Vegas Raiders. But in the end, I think Baker Mayfield will get it together and pull out that win. So it'll be the Browns over the Raiders. Alright, our next matchup, we have the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Detroit, the Motor City, to take on the Detroit Lions. Like I say, Matthew Stafford is starting to get his flow again. Like I said, they've been kind of rocky so far this season, so I'm hoping that they'll finally get it together and turn it up a notch. So with that being said, Alright, I'm back. Like I had a little minor technical difficulty. As we were saying, we picked the Detroit Lions over the Indianapolis Colts in that one, folks. Alright, let's go ahead and take our first break, and we'll be right back with Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL Edition 2020 for week number 8 here on Big Flem Radio and TV. Hey folks, this is Lorenzo Big Flem Fleming, the host and creator of Big Flem Radio and TV website. As you know, I am a host of 6 podcasts on Big Flem Radio and TV, designed for the general listening audience. Like I said, whenever you get a chance, check it out. Check out the website, check out the online store for Big Flem Radio and TV themed products and little knickknacks and gifts for your friends and your family members. Like I said, you'll find it very interesting. I guarantee it. Like I said, the podcast covers news, music, talk. I wouldn't say news, but mainly talk about today's news and topics, as well as a channel dedicated to my fellow American military veterans, because I am a veteran myself. 21 years qualifying service in the Army and the Army Reserves, which includes 2 combat tours in Iraq and 6 months contingency operation tour in Kuwait. So I dedicate that show to all my fellow veterans and family members of veterans. So if you give a chance, hey, give me a chance. Give a listen. Check out the website at www.bigflemradiotv, that's one word, .com. Again, that's www.bigflemradiotv.com. I'll spell it out for you. It's BIGFLEM as in Mike, RADIO TV. And you can send me a tweet on Twitter with the hashtag Flem, FLEM_radio. So like I said, give me a shot, give it a listen. And also, if you want to send a request for a song or want to make a comment or criticisms about any of the podcast shows on Big Flem Radio and TV, go ahead. I like to hear from you. Send me a shout out, or if you want me to do a shout out for somebody, or if you want to do a dedication on a certain show, just send it to the email bigflemradiotv@gmail.com. Again, that's bigflemradiotv@gmail.com, and put whatever particular podcast show in the subject line. For example, one of the shows you're listening to right now is Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL Edition, as well as College Football Edition. Also, you can send the subject line. You can use My Prerogative with Lorenzo Fleming, Reflections, Rockin' Into the Night, as well as Lorenzo's Jams. Again, give it a try. Check it out. Listen to it. Tell all your friends and your neighbors and your family members, and even strangers. You won't regret it. It's Big Flem Radio and TV. Hey folks, this is Lorenzo Big Flem Fleming, creator and host of Big Flem Radio and TV. As you all know, we're currently dealing with a prevalent pandemic called COVID-19 or coronavirus. And Big Flem Radio and TV want to send out all our prayers to all those who've been battling COVID-19, as well as our condolences to those who lost family members, friends, co-workers, and loved ones to this dreaded pandemic. Big Flem Radio and TV wants you to know that please, for your own safety and for your own sake, please practice social distancing, at least 6 feet apart. Wear your mask when you're outside or amongst other people. Use hand sanitizer, and also wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds. Like I said, we need to do our part in order to combat this pandemic and also flatten it out. If you don't think about yourself, at least think about others, because there's other people who has family members who have pre-existing conditions where the COVID-19 virus could have a devastating effect on their health, and it could be the leading cause of their death. So please, for goodness sakes, Please practice social distancing. Please wear your mask. Please take the COVID-19 pandemic seriously. Big Flem Radio and TV cares about you enough for your health and your well-being, as well as mine. So please, take care of yourself. Stay safe, so we can work together to end this COVID-19 pandemic. Hey folks, welcome back. Alright, if you haven't heard by now, like I said, we've been on the air going on 2 years now, officially. If you haven't checked out Big Flem Radio and TV website, podcast channel website, please, by all means, do so. Like I said, we're a platform of 6 podcast channels dedicated to sports, mainly NFL and college football for now, music of different genres, different taste, as well as talk and veterans issues and information. So please, when you get a chance, please check out our website, and also please check out our online store where you can purchase Big Flem Radio and TV theme merchandise, and also some nice little gifts, because right now we're starting November, and like I said, Christmas is around the corner, so you better start doing your Christmas shopping. So hey, check out the online store as well as the website at www.bigflemradiotv.com. Again, that's www.bigflemradiotv, that's BIGFLEM as in Mike, RADIO, TV.com. If you want to be a guest picker or guest prognosticator for this podcast, Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL edition or college football edition, or if you want to send a dedication to one of our music podcast channels, or if you have any comments and you want to make suggestions on how we can better make our podcast channel and our podcast shows better, by all means, please send us an email at bigflemradiotv@gmail.com. Again, that's bigflemradiotv, that's all one word, at gmail.com. Yes, also we're in the social media realm as well. You can also send us a tweet with that same information. We're on Twitter with the handle at Flem_radio. Again, that's at Flem, FLEM as in Mike, _radio, RADIO. And also we have a Facebook group page as well, Big Flem Radio TV. And also we have a YouTube channel, Big Flem Radio and TV, where we have some videos of some of our podcast channels that we do. So by all means, please check it out when you get a chance. Pass the word on to your friends, neighbors, co-workers, loved ones, family members, alien from Mars, etc. Now let's get back to our picks, shall we? Alright. Our next pick is an NFC North matchup where we have the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the frozen tundra of Lambeau Bay to take on the hot Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, Minnesota's really been struggling this year. And like I said, right now they need to tighten up their ship there. And Aaron Rodgers continue to shine there, him and his offensive line as well as his receivers. And his running game is doing pretty good as well. So we're going to go with the Packers over the Vikings in this key NFC North matchup. Alright, our next matchup, we have an AFC matchup where we have the New York Jets, Jets Jets, traveling to KC Kansas City, to take on the defending Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs. Like so, Patrick Mahomes still keep rocking and rolling there in Kansas City. And right now they're a heavenly favorite to repeat as Super Bowl champs, and I believe so. And we're going to stick with them. Especially the Jets are playing horrible this year, and I don't think they haven't won a game yet. So, by all means, I think the Kansas City Chiefs is going to roll all over the New York Jets in this one, folks. Alright, our next pick, we have the LA Rams, aka the Sheep, traveling to South Florida to take on the Miami MIA Dolphins, aka the Tuna Fish, and Tua Tagovailoa. This is his first official start. And we'll see how the 5th overall pick, Alabama, does, replacing Ryan Fitzpatrick. And everything is still, hunky-dory with the Dolphins with that quarterback change. but I'm going to have a slight edge. I'll go with the Rams over the Dolphins in a close one, folks. Alright, our next matchup is a key AFC North matchup where we have the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger and company traveling to Baltimore. And love those crab cakes there in Maryland to take on the Baltimore Ravens and the defending MVP Lamar Jackson. I think this is going to be a great matchup here, where you got Ben Roethlisberger coming back from missing all of last year because of injury, and of course, like I said, the dominant season that the Lamar Jackson had. You know, and like I said, he's the defending MVP. So we're going to go with the Baltimore Ravens in a close one over Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. All right, our next matchup we have the Chargers. Let me see who they got playing in this one, folks. My schedule been kind of a little choppy here, so let me make sure I have it right, shall we? Alright, LA Chargers. What do we got here? Yes, the LA Chargers. They're traveling to Denver, the Mile High City, to take on the struggling Denver Broncos. Both teams are 2-4, and both teams need a key win to get back on track. So we're going to go with the Chargers in a close one over the Broncos. Alright. Then our next matchup we have the New Orleans Saints at 4-2, traveling to the Windy City to take on the Chicago Bears. The Bears at 5-2, with Nick Foles taking over as quarterback for Matthew Trubisky. And right now the Bears are doing good in the NFC North. This is a key NFC matchup. So we're going to go with the Bears in a close one over the Saints. Alright, our next matchup is a key NFC West matchup where we have the San Francisco 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo traveling up to Seattle to the Emerald City to take on Russell Wilson and the 5-1 Seattle Seahawks. Everybody's still talking that Russell Wilson might be the favorite to win the MVP this year. So with that being said, we're going to stick with the Seahawks over the 49ers in a close one, folks. Alright, our next matchup is not really much of a matchup for two struggling teams in the NFC East, where we got the 2-5 Dallas Cowboys, aka the Cowpokes, traveling to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, to take on the woeful 4-1 Eagles. Like I said, somebody has to win to get their season back on track. And with Andy Dalton out in this matchup, the backup quarterback, who replaced the injured Dak Prescott, and they got a new rookie starting for the Cowboys, and you got Carson Wentz. He's still struggling, but hopefully for Carson Wentz, he might get a lucky break in this game and pull out a win. So we're going to go with the Eagles over the Cowboys, aka the Cowpokes. Alright, and we have our Monday night matchup where we have Tom Brady and company and Ron Gronkowski, or Gronk, and the 5-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to the Meadowlands, to MetLife Stadium, to take on the woeful 1-6 New York Giants. Daniel Jones and company in his second year. Seems like it's a mess up there in Giants country. With Saquon Barkley out for the rest of the season, as far as I can tell, I don't think things will get any better for Daniel Jones and the Giants. So I think this should be an easy win for Tom Brady and company and the Buccaneers, folks. Alright. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back with Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL Edition 2020 for week number 8 here on Big Flem Radio and TV. Hey folks, this is Lorenzo Big Flem Fleming, creator and host of Big Flem Radio and TV. As you well know, that right now this is election season, and right now it's 72 hours away from election day, and it's a key election, folks, for whoever will run this country for the next 4 years. Like I said, Big Flem Radio and TV will not endorse a particular candidate, but basically we just want to tell you that we want you to get out and vote. Vote early. Like I say, a lot of localities, The early voting ends probably on Monday before Election Day. So please, if you're not able to go to your voting booth or voting place where you normally go vote, please mail in your ballot, or please drop it off at the board of elections or board of registers. You have the power in your hands to make a difference, to choose the destiny of your municipality, state, as well as your country. Like I say, if you don't vote, then you don't have a right to complain about the situation that is going on in our country right now, because you didn't do your part to cast a vote. And you might say, hey, what difference does it make? My vote doesn't count. In a way, it does count, because there have been people in our history who fought and died and sacrificed their lives so that we all have the right to vote. Male, female, black, white, Latino, Asian, etc. So please do your part and get out and vote on this coming Tuesday, November 3rd. Vote your conscience. Vote for whoever you believe has the best chance to better your community, locally, state, as well as federal. So do your part, folks, and vote.
Flem Radio wants you to know that approximately every 51 minutes, someone is killed in a drunk driving crash. Buzz driving can also cause huge financial penalties with fines and legal fees. Friends, don't let friends drive drunk. Find out more at nhtsa.org.
Hi, I'm here today because I'm addicted.
Big Flem Radio and TV.
Get ready.
You know.
Now that's an addiction, man. Hi, I'm here today because I'm addicted.
Big Flem Radio and TV.
Get ready.
You know.
Now that's an addiction, man.
Alright, welcome back, folks. Alright, let's do our recap of our picks for Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL Edition 2020 for week number 8, shall we? Alright, we started off, we picked the Buffalo Bills over the New England Patriots. We picked the Cincinnati Bengals, aka the Bunkles, over the Tennessee Titans as our Pigskin Pick of the week. We picked the Cleveland Browns over the Las Vegas Raiders. We picked the Detroit Lions over the Indianapolis Colts. We picked the Green Bay Packers over the Minnesota Vikings. We picked the Kansas City Chiefs over the New York Jets. We picked the Los Angeles Rams over the Miami Dolphins. We picked the Baltimore Ravens over the Pittsburgh Steelers. We picked the LA Chargers over the Denver Broncos. We picked the Chicago Bears, over the New Orleans Saints. We picked the Seattle Seahawks over the San Francisco 49ers. We picked the Philadelphia Eagles over the Dallas Cowboys, aka the Cowpokes. And last but not least, our Monday night matchup, we picked the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the New York Giants. Alright, there goes our picks for this week. And I hope you enjoy the games, and I hope you be safe. And as well, and like I mentioned before, please be safe out there. Practice social distancing. Wear your mask. Make sure you wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds, and definitely use hand sanitizers. If you're sick and you're not sure what it is, don't take that chance. Go to a doctor, your primary care physician, or a primary care manager. Go to urgent care or go to the emergency room. And also, if you're able to, please take a flu shot. Because right now the COVID-19 cases are really spiking again, especially in the Midwest. With this cold flu season just starting, the numbers is going to spike again. So we need to do our part, folks, to help flatten out this curve, and also minimize, the infection rate as well as the deaths from COVID-19. Like I said, I've lost some family members, friends, and stuff like that from COVID-19. And like I said, 2020 has been a very tough year for everybody. And hopefully, by the grace of God, that we could be able to finish out this year on a strong note. So please do your part. And also don't forget, this coming Tuesday, November 3rd, please get out and vote. Vote for whoever candidate that you choose that will lead this country for the next 4 years, as well as those in your local and state level offices, and also vote on propositions and amendments that affect your community as well, that's listed on your ballots. So please make sure you do that, because like I said, a lot of people fought and died, so you have the right to vote. So please exercise your right on this coming Tuesday. Alright, that about wrapped up. Tune in again next time for another edition of Big Flem's Pigskin Picks NFL Edition here on Big Flem Radio and TV.
We're Big Flem Radio and TV.
Big Flem Radio and TV is a production of Black Rebel Productions in association with Flem Media, a subsidiary of LWF Enterprises Inc. LLC. The music clip and the opening clip are the property of Fox NFL Sports. This podcast is intended for entertainment purposes only.